There's more to Monsters, Inc. than there seems. Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. I'm your host Emily, and today we'll be counting down our list of the top 10 dark Monster Inc. theories that will ruin your childhood. Number 10. Boo is actually the witch from Brave. This is one fan theory that has gained a lot of traction, and I'm sure you've heard of it. It states that Boo in Monsters Inc. is the old witch in the Pixar film Brave. Now Brave is set in Scotland during the Dark Ages, and the old witch is, well, old, so time travel is required for this theory, but hey, anything can happen. Time in the Monsters universe is a whole other thing within itself. Now, according to Jon Negroni, author of the Pixar theory, he says that the signs that Boo are a witch are all there. The keys to the witch's magic are will-o-wisps that she uses to employ her magical abilities. Jon wrote, "The theory is that Boo discovered a way to use doors to travel through time on her own, possibly by developing magic on her own. She probably went back in time to the Dark Ages to get more magic from the will-o-wisps. And why did she do that? To find her childhood friend Sully." Further fuel for this theory, in Brave, a wood carving of Sully is visible in the witch's workshop. This is cute and somewhat sad, but I truly hope this one is true and that Boo was able to find Sully. Number 9. How time works. Now, this is kinda a dual theory. There is proof that time moves slower in the monster universe, but there's also proof that it moves faster. For proof that it moves slower, people have said Boo's voice is more mature sounding at the end of the film than it is in the beginning. Sully seems surprised to see Boo at the end of the movie, and we as the audience do not get to see what she looks like. If monsters can slow time, it explains why they always elude parents. But on the other hand, for proof that time moves faster, a redditor said, "First, the monsters can scare hundreds of humans in a single time zone at the same time, which seems to imply that they can accomplish several hours worth of work in what feels like a short span to humans. Second, in the chase scene, Sully and Mike enter the human world and dart from closet to closet within just a few different houses, but Randall's place between doors and time passing outside the factory seem to suggest that these events are happening over a while. Also, banishment to the human world appears to be a significant fear for the monsters, perhaps because time moves so slowly for them in the human realm. Maybe time isn't linear in this universe." Number 8. Monstropolis is the afterlife. So the film takes place in Monstropolis, and some people believe that it is the afterlife for the forgotten imaginary friends mentioned in the film Inside Out. In Inside Out, we learn that everything forgotten gets dropped into the memory dump, then disappears forever. Bing Bong, Riley's imaginary friend, has his wagon thrown into the memory dump, but where does it end up? A redditor theorized that the monsters in Monsters Inc. are the imaginary friends that humans forget as they grow up. The creatures had to learn to live together and form a functioning society. But then they would have had to scare them, which I feel like is the opposite of what an imaginary friend does, so I'm not too sure how well this would hold up, but it's interesting to say the least. Number 7. Boo and Abby from Turning Red are the same. In one of Pixar's newer films, Abby was one of the most liked characters in Turning Red. She was one of May's best friends and one of the more outspoken characters in the movie. Like Boo, Abby had dark hair, wore purple overalls with the same print that was on Boo's door, and they looked similar. Another possibility that they were the same person was based on their personalities. In the film, Abby is immediately a huge fan of Mei Mei, the massive fluffy panda, just like Boo has strong reactions towards Sully in Monsters Inc. Abby could easily be Boo as a young girl in middle school, and maybe that's why she was so unfazed by weird things happening, because she experienced something similar as a child. Number 6. Boo was from the past. Now, what if Boo's human world wasn't in the present day, but the past? There is a Pixar theory that says Monsters Inc. is set in an apocalyptic time from our view, and the human world is not another world, but the past. People believe that the doors the monsters use are a form of time travel. So the monsters travel through time when they walk through the door. Considering that the time in our world, the past, is the same as when Boo comes back, if the time machine puts Boo back in that time. Time travel definitely